to speak out for people who you might not think of first when you think of equality.
Gabby has a nervous hand. Gabby has a nervous hand. Just let Gabby hold the fucking tool. We're gonna show Gabby some love because we know that Gabby gets really shy, right? And we just had a transition right now, so that might make the stakes a little high. But it's all good because we're gonna we got love. So if you were president, what would make you pop fun? They're irresistible. They don't exist. I mean, they exist in another realm. We're in a different realm than they are. Think of this as like sci-fi or fantasy show or something. All right, shut up, man, shut up. Can we give up Zaza for being an ally? You know her name is Zazil. You know they cupcake, but that's not happening right there. Okay?
It's cupcake.
No.
What? Cupcake is like decision making out.
Pause. Time out. So, no one called you cupcake. Someone else's name. No. That's not what was said.
That's what you said. You
That's
said
not
baby cupcake.
that's not what was said. So I'm just gonna wait for the mic. So I said let's give it up to Zazil, and another name was called. Bay's name was called out loud. And I said, no, they're not cupcaking right now, even though that is Bay. So, and the person who said it was Jose. Jose said, Charlie, and I was like, no. So, and then somebody said exposed. So, okay, we're not doing it. I just want y'all to be mindful, like, it's totally fine to have, like, relationships or whatever, but we also want to be mindful that of like how folks feel, being able to like be in the same room and share space with the person that is their bae. Okay? Alright, so let's just be mindful, you know? See, she's blushing, man.
Oh my god!
She right now.
Alright, let's come back. Alright.
Okay, so if I were to be president of the United States, I wouldn't be selfish and I would think about others, like I wouldn't think about the money and stuff, like this president does.
Coming back to you, Gabby.
Here you go. I didn't even look at them. Just look at the community. Hello. Just look at it.
But if I look at everyone,
Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes.
Look at your
Just close your eyes and tell us.
Yeah, just close your eyes and just tell us.
And
Just
now
cover your eyes.
hold your notebook to
Yeah.
your
Yeah. Everybody talking.
One mic.
If I were president of the United States, I would like make everybody have a home, and like everybody like that doesn't have like that can't go to school or that can't afford school, like make them go to school, or like not make them, but if they want to go to school.
Ali has her hand raised. Soto has her hand raised.
I think if I was president, I would try to be equal to those that don't get as much as help as they need, and be mindful to those that can't like receive help, like immigrants that can't really get like financial aid and stuff. And also we're all like naming all these things, and being president isn't as easy as it is. There's no choice for that.
Ali Billy Fatima? No instigation. No instigation.
Okay. If I was president, like Neil said, I would think about the country first before I would do anything, and I would also think about like workers who like don't have legal documents, and like yeah.
So I don't know if this makes any sense, but kind of what Max said. Well, okay. So I have something. Okay, so he said that if I don't really know much about this stuff, but he said that if he was going to be president, then he would have to be born here. But I'm saying that it doesn't really matter. Like, I think anybody should be able to be president, even if they weren't born in the United States. But I'm not trying to disrespectfully disagree. I'm trying to disrespectfully disagree with you.
Respectfully
Oh,
disagree.
sorry. Respectfully
That's like disrespect.
I'm trying to respectfully disagree with you.
I know. I feel like it was kind of messed up like this.
So it's going to Billy and then Billy Fatima.
Well, if I were president, I would do like a lot of things. I would try to repair the homeless situation in San Francisco, because that's a really big problem right now because of the rising like houses. I know like just because I live in San Francisco, I probably am doing this, but I mean in all the other cities too, because I know it's not just here. Like it shouldn't be this expensive to live here, but we shouldn't just be building more houses too. We need like parks and stuff. We need to keep this city like a small city. And also, I would try to fix like, I know Donald Trump is right now not doing so well with I just forgot the word for it, allies. And I feel like we need strong allies, or else we're just gonna go to war a lot. Like we need to be a whole community.
Stay with us. Come back. Yeah.
Kind of adding a little bit onto what Ellie said. I didn't like how they would would be qualified just because I'm American. Because I don't know, that just kind of triggered me. It triggered me because I know people that are like immigrants, and just because you're we're born here and you're just American shouldn't give you any more rights than anyone else. So just because you're American shouldn't make you fully qualified just because to be president.
I'm just gonna piggyback because y'all brought it up, and I feel the same way you do, Luceto. I felt a little triggered, even though like I know that I'm U.S. born and not an immigrant. But I have folks in my family and folks in my community who are immigrants and who are undocumented, and I know the struggle that it takes to like become a citizen of this country. And I know folks that probably would be a way better president for this country than the folks who have been presidents for this country. But I know the one thing that keeps them from being able to be president is because they're not U.S. born. And the other thing is like in order to be a citizen, the citizenship tests that folks have to take, they have to pass it with flying colors, meaning they have to get a lot of answers correct. And I know actually U.S. born folks who probably fail that test. So I'm just gonna put that out there.
Also going to build on, like, I don't think that a qualification for being president is just where you were born, because, like, that's not up to you, like, that doesn't say anything about your character. And I know people that have basically lived here their whole lives, they were just, born somewhere else, but, like, this is where they grew up, and they're, like, good people, they're better people than Donald Trump, and so, like, it makes me sad when people are like, oh, I want to be president, but, like, they can't just because they were born here.
Is there before we go, because I don't want us to go down the rabbit hole of U.S. born versus non-U.S. born. And I think folks have made some really good points. Is there anybody else we haven't heard from who wants to say why they would be qualified to be president if they weren't? Folks we have not heard from. And I appreciate Gabby for showing love to Ivy and Zaida. Alright, I'm going to show you the next prompt, which again is non-sequential, so whoever wants to answer it can answer it. And this next prompt is, what's one issue you're willing to speak out about and or in our research, and why? So what's the issue that you were like, I'm going to let everybody know this is an issue, we need to fight it, we need to change it, etc., etc. So we have Jose, Lucero, Jaslina stepped up. Jaslina over here. Oh, Ivy stepped up. Ivy, Thomas, Gabby. Anybody on this side that we haven't heard from? All right, let's go.
Immigration.
Can you say why?
Because it's been a big deal because some people came here for like to get a better life and to get more homes.
Kinda, I have two issues, but I'm gonna kind of add on to what he said. Kinda immigration because I know people that like they don't have papers and they came here to like kind of make money and like kind of I forgot what I was gonna say.
I want to build on what Jose and Lucero said because like we need to fight for our immigration rights. And like it's just not right, but like getting disrespected just because we're immigrants.
I don't know what I was gonna say. Okay, I was gonna say that just because someone wasn't born here shouldn't make them less of a human than we are. Because I feel like people that weren't born here have like way more like less rights than we do, and now they're just trying to kick them out instead of Donald Trump trying to keep them in. And I feel like as him, he would just make everything to war because since he's like president, that's like what he's like really in charge of is like war and stuff. So I'm gonna pass it to someone who hasn't talked.
Well, one problem for me is like making sure that like all women and all females have like self-confidence, especially now that our president is kind of like sexist, and now that people.
You say kind
I mean, sexist.
Kind
well, I didn't.
Fully
I'm sorry for
Fully
not
sexist. That triggered me.
Calm down. Well,
I want to take ownership for not respecting the talking piece because
Okay.
you were talking during that moment, so I apologize. And yeah, I should have waited.
who's sexist because now I feel like people are starting to think that that's acceptable again, and if they think that, then people are going to continue to do that and just go back to the way it was before. And so I feel like if we like do that, it wouldn't go back to the way it was before.
One issue I would be willing to speak about is the Dakota Access Pipeline. Because I know that like that affects a lot of people, and I don't know if we could do anything about it because Donald Trump already signed papers. But and I would also speak about a lot of what's been going on, and it's police brutality because and that falls into Black Lives Matter because I feel like people that are like lighter, like light skin, like have more privileges than like colored skin.
Issue that I'd be willing to like speak about is like legal and accessible abortions because
Donald Trump wants to like cut funding to Planned Parenthood, and also he promotes rape culture, and like that's a thing, and it's like this whole thing that's like he's just making it worse, and very upset by that.
Theo.
I for president.
Oh, president.
2024. 2024.
I appreciate Theo for just waiting. Appreciate folks' patience.
One issue that I'm willing to speak about would be white privilege, because like most of our leaders have like all been white, and there's been one half black president.
Daniel's dead, bro. They died 2016, bro.
That wasn't even that long ago. That's a leg, Jonathan. Leg, no nothing. What? Catch me outside. How about that?
Just wait for stuff. I was talking. I'm just kidding.
And I want to build on to what Theo said, like, white privilege. So, like, I identify as a student of color, but I look like I'm white. So, like, I just realized how much more privilege I have than other members of my family. And I don't want to take advantage of that in a bad way. Like, I feel like if I have privilege, then I should use it to speak out for people who don't have privilege, who could be my friends or my family. So, yeah. Oh! Can I sharpen my pencil?
Bruh, you ruined it.
You can get Play-Doh, but not sharpen your pencil.
Play-Doh.
I'm sorry.
That's what John
I would speak out with immigration laws, because like white people came here when they weren't like really supposed to, because the Native Americans were here first. So like why shouldn't like
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. That's from like Charlie Jackson.
Wait, don't watch this. Wait for us to settle ourselves first so we can hear the important things that you're saying right now.
So like why shouldn't immigrants be here if we just also
2030 president.
Wait, what did you say? He said white people were not native. Oh, yeah.
I'm already making flyers.
Because the white
Just hold it. Do not pass it to anybody.
Hold
until
up.
folks settle themselves.
and also about the president thing, I'm gonna keep it lit.
I'm making flyers already. 2030 president.
Just saying that.
Where did the talking piece go?
I'm not gonna
Okay, I just gotta transition us because I want to make sure. So I'm gonna take it.
Please sponsor me, anybody. I'm
Well,
a legit.
it's so big.
Please sponsor me. Future president. Bro.
So I am inspired by what everyone has shared. I think something that I would want to research is poverty and the supposed war on poverty, which I think is actually a war on people who are poor. And the reason why I would want to research that is because I want to figure out a way to stop people who are poor from being criminalized or being seen as criminals. You guys all know that I told you, like, I grew up poor in San Francisco. And one of the things that I just realized recently is that I realized that I blamed my parents. Like, I allowed capitalism to basically, like, then therefore I blamed my parents for the conditions that we were in, when I didn't realize that actually the conditions we were in were not created by my parents, but created by the system and created by the city in San Francisco and things like that, growing up in Baby Hunters Point. So I don't think that anybody who is poor should be treated unfairly. I don't think that anybody who is poor should be seen as a criminal or be seen as not respectful. And so that's something that I would want to research. And so I want you to continue thinking about these issues, because tomorrow you're going to choose a topic that you want to research for your argumentative essay and speech in the next month and a half. So be having conversations with your friends, your baes, your family members about these topics, okay? You know? And what we're going to do is we're going to...
Yeah, no, bro. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm like,
If you can hear me clap once.
on people.
If you can hear me clap twice. If you can hear me clap 3 times. So what you want to do is you want to give your writer's notebooks back to the resource manager. In the first group, wait, hold on, pass it back. Hold up your own.
Hold up. Stop.
Hold up your own. Everybody should have their own reader's notebook.
Stop.
You should have your own. The reason why you should have your own is because I didn't finish my directions and everybody just started moving. So when you get back to your desk, you are going to hand your writer's notebook to the resource manager. You're going to talk until the bell rings, and the first group that has silent owls up, when they hear the bell, is going to get that last point, okay? So I'm sending you